The shocking testimony that unfolded on Capitol Hill has left the nation stunned, as whistleblowers, lawmakers, and military veterans step forward with extraordinary claims that the government has been holding back the most crucial information about UAPs, unexplained aerial phenomena, what the public still commonly refers to as UFOs, and what they revealed was not just strange lights in the sky, but encounters so close and so terrifying that even seasoned military personnel were shaken to their core. One witness described how it started only about 100 feet in front of him and hovered approximately 100 feet above, and in that moment his phone suddenly grew so hot it completely froze as though something beyond our understanding had interfered with it, and in another testimony a decorated serviceman recalled how his radio erupted with static as the unidentified object came rapidly closer, while his fellow soldier screamed in panic, "It's coming right at us, it's coming straight for us," words that still echo in the halls of Congress and in the minds of those who heard it, for these were not wild stories from conspiracy theorists, but sworn statements from military officers who served their country. The chilling part is not just what they saw, but how they were treated afterward, as some whistleblowers explained that the moment they came forward, their security clearances, the very lifeline of their careers, were stripped away, leaving them vulnerable, silenced, and punished for simply telling the truth. Lawmakers who once dismissed the entire subject of UFOs as science fiction are now saying openly they've become believers, and that realization has changed the conversation from skepticism to urgency, because what if these things are not only real, but also not under our control? One video presented during the hearings, leaked from military operations, showed something extraordinary, a U.S. drone firing a Hellfire missile off the coast of Yemen, yet when the missile was launched, an unidentified object appeared to pivot and move in such a way that it seemed to deflect the missile itself, and pieces of debris appeared to travel alongside the object for an extended period, as if the laws of physics bent in its presence, something no known technology on Earth could reproduce. Federal agencies tasked with studying UAPs gave statements, but their explanations fell flat, dodging the central questions with bureaucratic language, almost as if the truth was being deliberately buried, and one expert pointed out the only way to silence doubt would be to physically capture one of these objects, bring it back, and compare its material with anything humanity has ever made, and until then, skepticism will be the official stance, no matter how many trained pilots or soldiers say otherwise. But Congress isn't buying it anymore, because the credibility of these whistleblowers is tied to their careers, their service, and their reputation, and as one lawmaker remarked, if these men and women were not wearing suits and military uniforms, but instead showed up in t-shirts and baseball caps like stereotypical conspiracy hunters, the government would dismiss them instantly. Yet here they were, polished, professional, and unwavering, and still their voices were being silenced, which makes it politically convenient for those in power who don't want the American people to ask too many questions. Some members of Congress are now pushing for special protections for UAP whistleblowers so that coming forward doesn't cost them their livelihood, because it's clear this issue is bigger than careers, bigger than politics, and perhaps even bigger than national borders. What if these phenomena are not just unexplained, but part of a new race for dominance in the skies and beyond? Already, there is talk of a space race not only between the United States, China, and Russia, but between humanity and whatever intelligence is behind these phenomena, if indeed it is not of this earth. The idea that a foreign power could possess such advanced technology is terrifying enough, but the possibility that it comes from somewhere else entirely opens doors that few are willing to walk through. And yet, the people are demanding answers, with one attendee at the hearing declaring, "There is something out there, and as the people, we should know what it is," a statement that resonated deeply with millions watching across the country who feel they've been lied to for too long. The testimony was raw, emotional, and above all, credible, because these are not thrill seekers chasing lights in the desert, these are trained individuals who understand flight systems, radar signatures, and the physics of aerial combat, yet what they encountered defied all of that knowledge. They describe objects that move without propulsion, craft that pivot and accelerate at impossible speeds, machines that don't produce heat signatures or sonic booms when breaking barriers, technology that seems centuries ahead of where we are today. If even part of this is true, then the implications are staggering. Our most advanced weapons could be rendered useless, our dominance in air and space meaningless, and the very question of who controls the skies could be answered in ways that alter the future of humanity forever. And this is why the hearings have exploded into public consciousness, why hashtags about UAPs and UFO whistleblowers are trending, why the skepticism is fading and being replaced with fear, curiosity, and urgency. The people sense that something is being hidden, that fragments of the truth are being dangled while the real story remains locked away in classified vaults, and as more whistleblowers step forward, risking everything, the pressure is mounting on the government to finally admit what they know. Could it be that we've already recovered materials, even craft, from these phenomena? Could it be that reverse engineering is underway in secret labs, with technology that could revolutionize energy, transportation, and warfare, kept from the public for reasons of power and control? The hearing did not answer those questions directly, but it raised enough to ignite a firestorm, and as lawmakers left the chamber, some visibly shaken, others openly admitting they were once skeptics but no longer, one thing became certain: the conversation about UFOs has changed forever. This is no longer about blurry lights or campfire stories, this is about national security, about global competition, about survival itself, and until the truth comes out, the whispers will only grow louder, the sightings will continue, and the people will keep demanding answers, because whatever is out there, it is watching, it is moving, and it is waiting, while we are only just beginning to realize how small we might be in a universe much bigger, much stranger, and much closer than we ever imagined.